What if you could create a beautiful documentary-style video from scratch in just minutes? And what if it was completely free with no complicated editing software needed? Well, it's not impossible. Today, we're diving into a revolutionary AI workflow that does exactly that. Let's see how it's done. A man-made marvel that the world called unsinkable, a ship that could never sink. That's the opening line from a video made entirely with the workflow we're about to break down. Pretty powerful, right? It just hooks you right in. So you have to be wondering, how is a video with that kind of polish actually created? Well, the answer is a seriously powerful, almost God-level automation that uses a handful of completely free AI tools. So here's our roadmap. We'll look at the big idea, the automation itself, then how to get an AI-powered script. From there, we'll turn words into pictures, bring those pictures to life with animation, and finally, wrap it all up with a voiceover and a final edit. Okay, first things first, let's dig into the core concept here, this God-level automation, and the massive problem it solves for anyone trying to make videos. Look, anyone who's tried to make a good video knows the pain. It takes forever. The software can be a total nightmare to learn, and it can get really expensive really fast. And that is exactly where this AI workflow comes in. It basically automates the entire creative process. We're talking about turning what could easily be a full day's work into just a couple of hours. It's an absolute game changer for those slick, documentary-style videos. You know, every amazing video has to start with an amazing script. So let's jump into step one and see how we can get AI to build that foundation for us using a tool called Notebook LM. Notebook LM is basically our secret weapon for writing. Here's the brilliant part. You give it sources, like articles or other videos, and it writes a script using only that information. And this is so important because it means there's zero chance the AI will just make up facts or, hallucinate. And the process itself is just genius. You find a few popular videos about your topic, you pop the links into Notebook LM, and it spits out a summary. Then, and this is the cool part, you tell it to write a brand new script based only on its own summary. It's like having a research assistant and a scriptwriter all in one. Okay, script is done. Now we need visuals. This next part is where we really start to see the story take shape, turning those words on the page into some seriously powerful images. Now check this out, because this is where the magic happens. On the left, we have a pretty simple line from our script. But look what happens when we feed that to ChatGPT. On the right, you get this incredibly rich, detailed prompt packed with style, camera angles, mood, everything the image generator needs to create the perfect picture. So which image generator do we use? We use a tool called Visk AI. And you've got to hear the key features here. Unlimited image generations, totally free, and a way to keep the style consistent across all your pictures. That's huge. Now the process is simple, but pay attention to step 4. This is the pro move. After you get your first image, you hit that little lock icon to lock the seed. This tells the AI, hey, I like this style, stick with it. It's what gives your final video that professional, cohesive feel instead of just a random jumble of images. Okay, we've got our script, we've got our still images. Now it's time for my favorite part. Let's add some motion and really bring these pictures to life. For this, we're going to turn to Meta AI. And the reasons are simple. It's incredibly easy to use, it's free, and this is a big one. It does not slap a giant ugly watermark all over your final clips. So remember those extra animation prompts ChatGPT gave us? This is where they come in handy. You just upload your image to Meta AI, paste in the prompt, something simple like pan left or zoom in slowly, and boom, you get a short, smoothly animated video. Just do this for all your pictures, and all of a sudden, you've got a whole library of custom video clips ready to go. All right, we're in the home stretch. We've got all of our puzzle pieces, the script is written, the clips are animated. Now it's time for the final assembly line, where we put it all together. The final steps are actually really straightforward. We'll use a tool like 11 Labs for a really professional-sounding voiceover. Then we'll jump into a free editor like CapCut to put our animated clips and the audio together. Throw in some simple transitions, export it at 1080p and 60 frames per second. That's what gives you that super smooth pro look, and that's it. You're done. So here it is. This is the whole cheat sheet. You got Notebook LM for a fact-checked script, ChatGPT for all the creative prompting, Visk AI for the visuals, Meta AI for animation, 11 Labs for a great voice, and CapCut to stick it all together. It's literally a full production studio, and it's all powered by free AI. And this takes us right back to the beginning. The end result of this process isn't some awkward, robotic-looking video. It's powerful storytelling. A floating palace so grand it was called a city on the sea. But perhaps fate had decided otherwise. I mean, come on, that's the kind of quality you can achieve with this. So, the ability to create truly professional-looking videos is no longer locked away behind expensive software or years of training. It's right here, accessible to anyone with an idea. So really, there's only one question left to ask. With tools this powerful and this free, what stories are you going to tell?